Hi there, good day. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Gilbert Gwazendi on Success Elementary. This is yet another day, another episode where we are getting to share one of the most prestigious, I call it one of the most phenomenal, I call it one of the most rich sources of literature that was ever written in our modern day and still working to this day to produce happiness, to produce health, and to produce wealth in a whole lot of other people. Napoleon Hill set for himself a goal to breed and to gain, to give financial literacy to a whole lot of people. And guess what? He did a phenomenal job in compiling this book called Think and Grow Rich. And that's the book that we've been on. It's close to 3 months now, almost coming to 4. But I can tell you something, guys. It has been a phenomenal journey all this while, sharing and unveiling and unpacking and peeling out the onion layers of what Napoleon Hill is trying to share with us is the 13 principles of the secret to success. The secret is not a secret at all, I'll tell you this for sure. But the problem is when you hear it, it's so simple that you'll be like, what? Is it the thing that really got Jeff Bezos to be a billionaire? Is it the thing that got Strive Masiwa to be the billionaire that he is today? In its simplicity is the ultimate complexity. And what we are doing here is to give you a conscious understanding, a conscious awareness. That's why we called it the 365 days of Power Conscious. It's a study group, it's a study space that we are sharing the literature which seeks to explain to a great depth or to great depth of you getting an understanding of what it is really that get people to exceed their expectations or to achieve their desires and their dreams and goals. Yet another phenomenal day. Let's hope you had a spectacular and a fabulous day. It's all about channeling positivity each and every day. And I hope you're sticking to the game. You're sticking to everything that we are studying in Success Elementary. I am more than happy. I'm more than grateful for having you each and every day, being keen and being hungry to know more as we continue to explore this beautiful, I call it the beautiful of the beauty. A lot of books have been written and a lot of the wisdom has been drawn in from Napoleon Hill, because I believe it is the book that has taken the longest to put together, and it has got the richest information. It has studied more than a lot of people ever study, if ever they want to study about personal development, success, how to accumulate wealth, how to earn money, and how to keep it. This book, I'll tell you, this guy is it's a phenomenal book, and I can never stop to rave about this book, because what it has done for me personally, I can never start to talk to you about it. And on the topic that we are on is chapter 10, and it's called The Art of Sexual Transmutation. You getting to understand, and the topic that we are on right now, today, that we are going to be reading, is a subtopic which states why men succeed. Why men seldom succeed before 40. Why men seldom succeed before the number of 40. You have heard the cliche, or you've heard the statement that life begins at 40. Why is the age 40 that magical age? It's because that's when people have stopped experimenting, stopped asking questions, and now they've attained an open mind to new information, to creating better options in their minds in as far as the dreams and goals of their desires is concerned. They're said to be more steady, more focused. And that's the focus that we are trying to groom here today. You don't need to get to 40, Shamari, for you to get focused. You can start getting focused as soon as you start getting yourself exposed to this type of information. So I'll read, and it's going to be a phenomenal journey. So before you go, or before we start reading, I would like to invite you to click the subscribe button and the bell button. If you're watching from Facebook, just press the share button, the like button. If you've got any questions, use the comment section. I'm here prepared to answer any question that you might have. I'll do my level best. I'm not saying I know everything, but I'll do my level best with my level of awareness to share with you in simplest terms whatever question that you might have, what it implies, and the best way you can change the course of your mindset to prosperity, to accumulation of wealth, to happiness, to health, and everything above. So I'll read. Why men seldom succeed before 40. I discovered from the analysis of 25,000 people that men who succeeded in an outstanding way seldom do so before the age of 40. And more often, they do not strike their real pace until they are well above the age of 50. This fact was so astounding that it prompted me to go into the study of its cause most carefully, carrying the investigation over a period of more than 12 years. This study discovered the fact that the main reason why the majority of men who succeed do not begin to do so before the age of 40 to 50 is their tendency to dissipate their energies through overindulgence in physical expression of the emotion of sex. The majority of men never learn that the urge of sex has other possibilities, which far transcends in importance that of mere physical expression. The majority of those who make this discovery do so after having wasted many years at a period when sex energy is at its height, prior to the age of 40 to 50, 45 to 50. This usually is followed by noteworthy accomplishments. The lives of many men up to, and sometimes well past the age of 40, reflect a continued dissipation of energies, which could have been more profitably turned into better channels. Their finer and more powerful emotions are sworn wildly to their four winds. Out of this habit of the male grew the term sowing his wild oats. The desire for sex expression is by far the strongest and most impelling of all the human emotions. And for this very reason, this desire, when harnessed and transmuted into action, other than that of physical expression, may rise one to the status of a genius. One of the Americans' most able businessmen frankly admitted that his attractive secretary was responsible for most of the plans he created. He admitted that her presence lifted him to heights of creative imagination, such as he could experience under no other stimuli. Never forget, I've got a beautiful dog called Boosie, so they usually fight with the dogs next door, but pay them no mind, just stick to this and pay attention to what Napoleon Hill is trying to communicate with us in as far as the reason why men, if ever they start to make worthy accomplishments, do that at the age of way past 40 or to 50. One of the most successful men in America owes most of his success to the influence of a very charming young woman who has served as his source of inspiration for more than 12 years. Everyone knows the man to whom this reference is made, but not everyone knows the real source of his achievements. History is not lacking in examples of men who attained to the status of genii as a result of the use of artificial mind stimulants in the form of alcohol and narcotics. Edgar Allan Poe wrote The Raven when under the influence of alcohol, dreaming dreams that mortals never dared to dream before. James Whitcomb Riley did his best writing while under the influence of alcohol. Perhaps it was thus he saw the ordered intermingling of the real and the dream, the mill above the river and the mists above the steam. Robert Burns wrote best when intoxicated. For outlaw saying, my dear, we will take a cup of kindness, yet for outlaw saying. But let it be remembered that many such men have destroyed themselves in the end. Nature has prepared her own potions with which men may safely stimulate their minds so they vibrate on a plane that enables them to tune in to fine and rare thoughts which come from no man knows where. No satisfactory substitute for nature's stimulants has ever been found. It is a fact well known to psychologists that there is a very close relationship between sex desires and spiritual urges, a fact which accounts for the peculiar behavior of people who participate in orgies, known originally as revivals, common among primitive types. The world is ruled and destiny of civilization is established by the human emotions. People are influenced in their action not by reason so much as by feelings. The creative faculty of the mind is set into action entirely by emotions and not by cold reason. The most powerful of all human emotions is that of sex. There are other mind stimulants, some of which have been listed, but no one of them, nor all of them combined, can equal the driving power of sex. A mind stimulant is any influence which will either temporarily or permanently increase the vibration of thought. The 10 major stimulants described are those most commonly sorted to. Through these sources, one may commune with infinite intelligence or enter at will the storehouse of the subconscious mind, either one's own or that of the other, a procedure which is all there is of genius. A teacher who has trained and directed the efforts of more than 30,000 salespeople made the astounding discovery that highly sexed men are the most efficient salesmen. The explanation is that the fact of personality known as personal magnetism is nothing more nor less than sex energy. Highly sexed people always have a plentiful supply of magnetism. Through cultivation and understanding, this vital force may be drawn upon and used to great advantage in the relationship between people. This energy may be communicated in others through the following medium. Number 1, a handshake. The touch of a hand indicates instantly the presence of magnetism or lack of it. You've got a pandemic and handshakes are no longer a thing. This book was written way back in 1936. So the modern day is maybe your smile, what you are going to express, your factual expressions, and the energy and the way that you're going to be expressing your words is going to do much of communicating the energy at which you desire to sell or you desire to communicate with someone. The tone of voice. Number 2, magnetism or sex energy is the fact with which the voice may be colored and made musical and charming. Number 3, posture and carriage of the body. Highly sexed people move briskly and with grace and ease. Number 4, the vibration of thought. Highly sexed people mix the emotion with sex with their thoughts, or may do so at will, and in that way may influence those around them. Number 5, body adornment. People who are highly sexed are usually very careful about their personal appearance. They usually select clothing of a style becoming to their personality, physique, complexion, etc. So dress good, present yourself in a good way, always. So these are default settings in people who are highly sexed, or people who've got high sex energies. They pay particular attention to the way they talk, they walk, the way they greet and meet people. They're gregarious. They're not shy. They're out there. They're out there. They just want to be in the mix. They just want to talk to someone. They just want to influence someone. They just want to pass that energy. Because whatever good thoughts that you might have, you need to express it. Whatever good feelings that you might have, you need to express it. Whatever action you might want to take, you need to take it today and express it and make good today in a lot of different ways with a lot of different people to make the world a better place. Make the world a better place. So when employing salesmen, the more capable salespeople looks for the qualities of personal magnetism as the first requirement of a salesman. People who lack sex energy will never become enthusiastic nor inspire others with enthusiasm. And enthusiasm is one of the most important requisites in salesmanship, no matter what one is selling. Is one person enthusiastic about what they're selling? Are they excited about getting you to say yes to the thing that is going to help you? Are they happy to finally realize that you have managed to realize how important the product or service is in your field of sales? So to those people who are employing, to those people who own companies, who would like to groom salespeople or sales ladies or salesmen, it is a tip that you choose people who are highly sexed, because they can sell better and much easily with enthusiasm and much charisma. They can express themselves in a lot of different ways, which is not meant to present a bad picture about salesmanship, but which is meant to inspire others to do better. You see why it is important for you to be studying and reading? Because you get tips and tricks like that, what we are getting for 12 years. You went on to a study. Say varume, vachitanga kuzobudirira when they've reached the age of 40. The reason is now they are more focused. Is now they've realized, no. This sex energy, the gift of sex, is not only for reproduction. No. There are other channels in which we can form, in which we can formulate, in which we can express this energy to build our surroundings, to achieve our dreams, to act on the things that we so much desire for the future results that we would want to get. So, thank you so much, Oman. Today we end here. I will continue. Tomorrow we'll upload another lesson. And let me make a marking here of where we finished today, so that tomorrow we pick it up from here and make inroads in as far as the wisdom that is being shared. It's all bite-sized chunks of good information that we are consuming, because an overwhelmed mind never takes no action. So the trick is in action. Try it out. What is your attitude towards the sex energy? Is it only indulgence? Guess what? There is another way. There is another way of thinking. There is another way of expressing your sex energy. Have you ever thought of the things that you want? What is it that you really want in your life? Start by thinking of those things. Because the first principle was on desire. The first principle of success was on desire. What is it that you desire? Is what you desire constructive or destructive? If you have been on a destructive path, you've got the chance each and every day to change your thoughts from destructive, negative thoughts, lack and limitation, fearful, discouraging thoughts, anxious thoughts, to positive, understanding, courageous, faith-driven thoughts. You've got a chance each and every day when you wake up, my brother. You've got a chance, my sister, to change the way you think about things, because it's all in the things that you predominantly think about that is going to change or to tune you to a certain level or rate of vibration which you call feeling. So in most cases, someone who's not feeling really well, best believe they're associated with negative thoughts, with anxious thoughts, with fearful thoughts. And there's no way, if you're overwhelmed, fearful, anxious, in lack and limitation, if you're poverty driven, you are going to be wealthy, healthy, and prosperous. Hakuna mtemo wacha, hauna double standard rakadaro. You're only going to have to be on one side of the river, switch onto the success river, which is taking people up the ladder in life, or continue on the roller coaster ride, which is washing you down to problems, which is washing you down to troubles, which is washing you down to disparity, which is washing you down to all sorts of different problems that you wake up to find each and every morning and each and every day. So just remember, it's all in your power of thinking. If you can think yourself into bad health or into disease, guess what? You can think yourself into health and wealth. If you can think yourself into poverty, the opposite is true. You can think yourself into wealth and abundance. It all takes you practicing the other way of thinking, other than the accustomed way that you were brought in to believe that that is the only way you can think about life. Up until we meet again, Oman, it's always a pleasure studying with you. Tomorrow we pick it up from here and we read a few more paragraphs. These are called atomic habits. We are trying to get into the habit of studying back again, and such a phenomenal thing that the community is growing, because the goal is to impact and to study with more than 1 million people. And I believe that goal is achievable, and we're going to achieve it, such a milestone goal, but I'll give it time for it to catch on. And for supporting me, I'm deeply grateful and appreciative of you choosing to become a family of Success Elementary. Up until we meet again, Oman, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook, hit the share, the like button, and ask any questions that you might have on the comment section. I'll be more than happy on my free time to attend to each and every question. The biggest question is on the how. The how is what we are getting from Napoleon Hill. Watch the way you interpret and the way you express your sexual energy. That's one part of the bigger picture on the how you are supposed to be handling different aspects of your life. If you do that, you're sure to win. Thank you so much for joining me today on this particular lesson. Gilbert Guaze is my name. Success Elementary is the page. Like and share. Do whatever you have to make sure that a lot of people get access to this information, because guess what? It's for free, man. Up until we meet again, same time, same place. Captain Guaze. Cheers.